I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL, thanks for tuning in. So I've got a super massive fragrance haul to unbox for you today. Actually, is it better to have a number in the thumbnail and video title? I think George did one of these recently. How did he do it?
Hello everyone, I'm the Fragrance Apprentice and I have £800 worth of fragrance all in one go. I have not bought this much fragrance all in one go in a very long time. Right, I think we can do better than that. Let's try again. I'm Chris, you're watching FRAG-MENTAL, thanks for tuning in. I've got a £1,000 fragrance haul to unbox for you today. Let's go! So a few bits and pieces to get through. They've come in from various different places, all in around the last week or so. So I thought I'd just turn the camera on, unbox them on camera since I was going to be unboxing them anyway. And all you people who love an unboxing can enjoy this with me. I'm going to have a quick spray and a sniff each of the fragrances, but I think there's about 13 bottles to get through, so I am going to be moving quite swiftly. Right, let's get into it. This first one, I think this has shipped from the States. Yes, indeed it is, from Imaginary Authors. This is their new fragrance called A Whiff of Waffle Cone. I love that name. Good thing about this fragrance is it's a little cheaper than Imaginary Authors' usual prices, $65. This is, I think, been done in collaboration with an ice cream shop in Portland, I believe. Notes in this are vanilla, heavy cream, salted caramel, oh yes, getting all that already, Amaris, Orgeat, Saigon cinnamon, ice cream shop. Oh, I think that's better than I was expecting. I thought it was going to be this very sweet, creamy, vanilla ice cream type of vibe, but there's some backbone to it as well. There's some woodiness, almost like a butterscotch type of ice creamy smell to it, I'd say. So there's definitely some weight and depth to this fragrance. It's not just out and out vanilla sweetness. That's good. Rich, smells quality. $65? A waff of waffle cone? No. Let's try that again. A whiff of waffle cone. That's the last time I'm going to attempt to say that in this video. All right, there you go. Let's leave the bloopers in. That's great. Wow. Impressed. Very impressed with that. Glad I picked that one up. Next one. This, I believe, is from Teo Cabanel. Okay, that one was very well packaged. I think we're in. So this is a new line of fragrances from Teo Cabanel. Sampled them, there's 3 of them, sampled them 2 weeks ago. All really nice. This one was my favourite of the ones I sampled. I believe the bottle is different to the usual shiny bottle design. This one is called Ooh La La. All, I think, based in some way on classic French perfumery. Here's the box, and here's the bottle. Oh yes, Ooh La La indeed. That is a very nice bottle. I love their shiny ones, but this is quality. And I'm not sure if you can make that out, but there's a fade on the cap here. A fade from red to black. Never seen that before. That's pretty cool. So I'll just remind myself of this. I did spray this recently and loved it. This is quite a rich fragrance from what I can remember. Yeah, so you get a bit of a powdery lipsticky iris in this. More so than I remember actually from the sample. But there's a richness, there's some wood, there's some tobacco in here. This is a more, think of it, it's not the same, but think of it as a more tobacco-y version of, say, a Dior Homme Intense, something like that. But I don't think it would ever be confused with that fragrance, but it's got that similar iris, lipsticky iris in it. Great, diffusive, bright, it's got that metrosexual feel you get from the iris, and it's got the richness. So I think that's going to be a bit of a compliment getter. Ooh la la, very nice. Notino. So we've got 2 Boss fragrances here. Now, first one is Boss Bottled Intense. My podcast co-host Steve from the YouTube channel Frags to Riches, he put a post on Instagram saying, quick, this one's been discontinued. You're not going to be able to buy it anymore. And I've hyped it, it's really good. So me, not being someone who responds to hype, I ran off and ordered it from the internet as fast as I possibly could. It was cheap, it was about 30 quid. These were about £30 each or so off Notino. Had to do it. Never smelt this one before. There's the bottle. Boss Bottled Intense, very popular one. These popular ones often get discontinued, don't they, for some reason? Maybe they're not quite so popular. Okay, so I had heard that this was like an apple pie vibe to it, but it's not as appley or pie-y as I thought it was going to be. It's much brighter. Maybe on the skin, maybe that would come out more. It'd get a bit woodier. But it is a little appley. It's more kind of bright and designery, mass appealing than I thought. I think I was comparing it in my mind to Boss Bottled Oud, which is richer and still has that apple vibe in it. But when you compare it to something like Parfum de Marly Carlisle or Ocean, which both have a really rich kind of apple pie dessert kind of smell to them, this isn't as rich as that. But it's very good. I'm really enjoying this. I can't wait to try this on skin. There's some brightness, there's some depth, there's a bit of sweetness. Super mass appealing DNA. Yep, can't wait to wear that on my skin. Impressed. Steve, you're lucky. If I hadn't been impressed with that, I would be pulling the plug on the podcast. Seriously. So, yeah, narrow escape on that one. Now this one I have smelled before in store. Every time I go into Debenhams, for some reason I end up smelling this but never buying it. I think it's always been quite expensive, but again, it's about £30 on Notino, so I went for it. This is Boss, show you the bottle. This is Boss, the scent, Private Accord. So this one is, oh, this is rich. There's some sweet gourmand accords in this one. There's some coffee. This actually strikes a really good balance between being sweet and gourmand, but being bright and mass appealing, as you would expect from a designer house like Boss. I think Boss Bottled Intense is a little more mass appealing, a little more mainstream. This one just takes that richness to another level, but this just smells so rounded and smooth. Oh, yes, good. I've wanted this one for a while, saw a good price, I now own it. Very happy about that, and I think that's going to be one a lot through these colder months. We've got 4 in here. This video is going to just be a super massive video, isn't it? Let's get them all out. Burberry London. Heard good things about this one. Lots of people say great, cheap, Christmassy scent. I think this is just, yep, 30ml. It was £16. Again, rude not to. So I've just got a little one. Never even going to use 30ml, so that'll be fine. Got this little jacket on there, this little winter jacket. This gets a lot of hype, so let's see if this smells like it lives up to the hype. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's greener than I thought it would be, actually. I thought it was just going to be a little kind of richer and sweeter, but that's a pleasant surprise. Yeah, it's got some good character. Get green Christmas tree from this. And then some sweet notes. That's great. Definitely worth the hype off this strip anyway. Yeah. Wow, that's good. I wish I could spend a bit longer on each of these, but we need to fire through them. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. I went through a bottle, 100ml bottle of Noir a few years ago, still got a little bit left, really enjoyed it. Never picked up the Extreme, I've smelled it. And everyone always mentions the kulfi, which is an Indian dessert. I've had it. So I can tell you if this, to me, smells like kulfi or not. Boxes, they're good. It's like Christmas morning in here, all these boxes. Just went for the little one because it's quite an expensive fragrance. I think this was 60, 65 pounds, something like that, but that was the cheapest I could see it on All Beauty. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Oh yes. Why have I not bought this sooner? Wow. Oh, that's incredible. Why have I not bought this sooner? I'm really annoyed with myself. I've smelled it in store, but you just forget. Yes, this might be my favourite of all the ones I've just smelt right now. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. Everyone knows it, many people love it. This one is Zadig and Voltaire think that's how you say it. This is him. Another one that's been hyped. Never smelled this in store, never smelled it before at all, completely new. So let's see if it's worth the hype. Quick spray. Yeah, some vanilla and incense in this one. And then some bright notes as well, maybe some bright fruity notes. Ah, and now the vanilla's coming through more. At first I thought maybe not quite as distinctive as some of these other ones I've just smelled, but it's good. Yeah, great. Have you tried this one? Gets a lot of hype, gets a lot of love. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Yeah, I'm looking forward to wearing this one a lot more. Last one from All Beauty. This one is Stronger With You Intensely. So don't have a bottle of the original. I did have a couple of samples which I used, and I did have a sample of this which I also used. I did a review video with my sister comparing the two. I think in the end we did say that we preferred the original over this, but colder months are coming and I just wanted something a little deeper, a little richer, so went with the Intensely. Sweet, yeah, sweet gourmand. I think there's toffee in here. It's great. Some chestnut, but with a very, again, as we expect from designer fragrances, that very mass appealing, diffusive type of DNA, whether it's ambroxan or not, I'm not sure, but very easy to like. Very cozy and comforting. It's nice. Stronger With You Intensely. Ah, now, this is a fragrance I've wanted for years. Saw a good deal in a Facebook group, picked it up. Really excited to show you what this one is. It's well packaged, so just give me a minute. Whoops, slightly cut the box. There we go, we're in. My first Xerjoff. First Xerjoff fragrance. I've had decants of this. I love it. Wanted this for a while. And finally, here it is. Wow, that box is stunning. Didn't realise Xerjoff boxes were so nice, having not bought a Xerjoff fragrance before. Oh, look at this beauty. Can't believe I'm finally holding it. Naxos. Naxos. I own Naxos. 100ml bottle. Ah, yes. 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 Oh, yes. Oh, just yes. Naxos. Yes. I can't tell what I've boxed and unboxed down here. It's just a mass of paper and bubble wrap and boxes. Right, I think the last two. Real quick, I have unboxed these already. These are the latest from Swedoft, but I couldn't wait. I needed to give some feedback to Swedoft, so I opened them straight away. But since they're new releases, thought I'll just let you know what they are. First one is called Spice Surprise, and I've been enjoying wearing this. It will come as no surprise that this is spicy. This has got a real wallop to it though. It's got like cinnamon spices and maybe like, you know, pepper, something a little bit fiery in there, but there's something underneath that, a little animalic underneath it. And I think there's some tobacco in here as well. And it reminds me of one of those fireball jawbreakers. You know, you used to get them in a pack of 3 when you were a kid, and they would just burn your mouth, and it was always a competition to see who could keep them in the mouth without spitting it out. And reminds me of that, but then obviously there's more to it. So really spicy, great for this time of year. If you want a statement-making spicy fragrance, then Spice Surprise will certainly give you that. And then the last fragrance in today's video, I think this is the 13th maybe. This is called Bohemian. So I get from this a fruity oud, really good quality, really high quality fruity oud, really well rounded. Yes, it's oudy, but it's not stinky in an off-putting way at all. And I'm not the massive fan of stinky oud at all. So very smooth, very rounded, quite sweet. But on my skin, which might not happen on this strip right now here, but it develops beautifully. It develops and dries down to this leathery, ashy type of fragrance which is just really satisfying, and it just smells really sophisticated and refined and gentlemanly. It's a gorgeous fragrance. So 2 good new ones there from Swedoft. So that's it. All the fragrances from the unboxing. I'm going to spend the rest of the day tidying this room up because I've got rubbish everywhere. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed unboxing them. Let me know what you think of these fragrances. Hopefully put some new fragrances on your radar as well. I'm looking forward to giving these a lot of wear through the winter, and because I know some of them already and I love them, they'll probably end up on my winter list. It's always nice to try and get some new ones on there. So there we go. Hope you enjoyed the unboxing. Hope the video didn't drag on too long for you, but we are done. £1,000 worth of fragrance is unboxed. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful. Thank you very much for watching. Remember, keep tuning into FM, keep smelling good, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, God. Oh. Too much rubbish.